Welcome to Thoughts Roundup. Hope everyone is feeling well today. We pray God's blessings upon all. I was thinking about speakers. There's something about a person, a speaker, that people like to hear a good speaker. And important people have hired people to speak for them. You know, lawyers speak for people. In fact, there's occasions where the person represented doesn't even have to be there. The lawyer just takes over and does this speaking. I'm just fascinated when I think about some of the preachers and just regular speakers that I have heard. It blows my mind, the words that they use. There's nothing like a good speaker. You know, I heard a man, the Longs of Louisiana, the Long dynasty, I'm sure you've heard of them. Earl Long, and I think some of the other Longs, he goes back to Huey P. Long and all that, hire speakers to speak for them. One man that was a speaker for Earl Long was named Clemens, and he was from Baton Rouge. And oh, could he speak. I heard him speaking from the back of a truck, and the old farmers were all around hearing him speak about Earl Long. And I saw those old farmers, I saw them wiping tears from their eyes. But what about who speaks for God? Who speaks for God? Well, you say preachers. Yeah, preachers. They're supposed to be speaking for God. And if they are anointed, and if they're preaching the truth, they are speaking for, it's a privilege to get to influence someone for God and teach them the things that God said or would say if he was there. Okay, who else is a speaker? Who else is speaking for God? Well, just anybody that witnesses. Witness to your neighbor. Witness on a job. You know, you may be talking about ranches or paint or putting down pavement, and then all of a sudden, that's when you're talking just amongst each other. But if you start witnessing, you're talking for God. And the Sunday school teachers, what about that? The Sunday school teacher is up. Maybe they say, well, they had all kind of things to do before they got there. All kind of problems, and it just felt half put together, and they get to telling about Jesus, and the kids get engrossed in what they're saying. They have to take a few minutes just to represent God and say what God would like for them to say. I remember a poem that said it was not the act of violence, but the sin of silence that finally nailed Jesus to the cross. So, don't be silent if you get a chance to speak for God. You know, we say we're God's hands, we're God's feet, we're God's eyes in this world. Well, don't forget, we're also many times His mouthpiece. God bless you.